I am going to close out my Hangout session on Safari, so I'll be
Okay.
back in a minute.
All right, I'll be here. We got 8 minutes. We are broadcasting live. I got the starting soon up, so they know we're still getting everything going.
And I see your picture right behind starting soon.
Good, yeah, yeah. All right, we'll be starting in a few minutes. All right. Get things going here. Make sure everything is working as it's supposed to. Okay. Don't have everything going like we're supposed to. Oh, yes, we do. Good. There we go. All right, so we are looking pretty fly there. Just close that up. Testing audio. Okay, so I got audio signals. Mic is back.
And unfortunately, I got the same 401 error. But major permission to start.
So you basically just can't run
Well,
the toolbox.
I think I just saw something about Paul.
Paul logged on as well.
Let's add app. Let's add toolbox. Oh,
Hey,
come on, get rid of that error.
Hey Paul, how you doing? I see you got your mic muted. That's cool. Paul, let me know if you having any problem adding the lower third.
Can't hear you, Paul.
He has his mic muted. I can see that on the screen.
I saw his lips moving.
So we saw you unmute, but we hear nothing. Yeah. So Paul's having some audio issues. Paul's restarting, it looks like. Which is cool. So I'll switch it to you for a second and see what happens here.
Yeah, I can't get the Hangout toolbox to install. Yeah, I can't get the Hangout toolbox to install.
Good.
Now I'm hearing me.
Yeah, I got you on my iPad.
Okay.
So even though
Now I'm hearing me.
I got you on my iPad. Oh, okay. All right, cool. So even though
Okay, I'm at a loss.
All right, what about you, Paul? We're supposed to be starting in 2 minutes. Paul got no audio. So the technology gremlins again. It's funny. I tried to start like 2 minutes before 1:30, and it told me I was already in a Hangout, so it took me another 7 minutes to actually get in going. So
I see one side of my face is dark. Even if I can't get into that, let me fix my light.
yep, let me add my light. I got a little more light there.
All right, that's a little better.
Okay. So I'm going to try this. You let me know if you're still getting the feedback. All right, so can you talk for a second and let me know if you're still getting feedback?
Yeah, okay. Did not hear anything. Seems to be working fine.
Okay. All right. That's awesome.
And is this going to be on Facebook or?
We are going straight we're straight going YouTube Live inside of our Facebook page, so it should be on the page. You should see us there. I've already took a look. It is there, and hopefully Paul will get his audio worked out.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Perfect.
Hey, we got you. All right, hey guys, welcome to Technology Tuesday. Today we're going to share with you some logo design strategies that we use to easily create logos for our business. We create logos for almost everything. So a lot of times companies think that they just need one logo, but when you really start to involve yourself in this digital marketing world, you kind of need logos for every sort of project, every sort of promotion. So I'd like to welcome you guys today. We have with me my good friends, Paul Ola and Mike Phillips. Paul, say what's up. Oh, yeah, I brought you up and then you turn your mic down.
What's up?
Hey man, how you doing? It's good to see you today. Glad you got your mic working. Appreciate that. Mike, how you doing, man? Your camera looks real crisp, man. That new computer is working real good. Or is that the iPad?
No, actually, this is Mac.
Yeah, it's looking real good. I hope my video is as clear as yours. All right, guys. So hey, when it comes to video, got me on the video. When it comes to logos, what do you think about that? You think you kind of just need one for your company, or have you seen that you kind of may have a need to create logos for other things?
Create logos for other things. I think both. Need both.
Oh yeah. So can you give us an idea, Dad?
Well, I would say, well, you got it for yourself, and then if you're doing something, right? So maybe if you're doing an event or a special program or, you know, a certain topic.
Yep. I found that exactly anytime you're creating some sort of event or some sort of promotion, depending on what it is, sometimes it's easier to create your own logo. And usually when you start with the logo, everything else kind of falls into place because you kind of have the colors to go by, and you can easily brand that whole thing, that whole event, that whole promotion kind of around that logo. So what I found is basically a software that I use, and it can take anyone who is not basically a logo designer and show them how to easily and quickly create logos so that you can use these logos for your promotions. Like if you watched any of the other videos, and I probably should have had it, I created a specific logo for the Technology Tuesday event. And as I really started just rebranding everything, I'm still planning to use that logo, but I didn't use it specifically for this because I wanted to kind of share with you guys something that's coming in the very near future. We're going to have a branding event and show you how to create all your branding for all your different products, services, and your overall company, and how to keep that consistent with your personal brand, your corporate brand, whatever, and make it easier for you so you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on designers and logos. Because when you really want to go out and find a good logo, from what I've seen, it's typically at least $500 and up, and $300 on the cheap end. And you can't usually find anything that's of quality. For me, I haven't found anything that is real good quality for kind of less than $300. So like $300 is the kind of starting point, and then it kind of goes up from there. You guys have any experience with getting logos?
I actually had a guy design one for me a couple of years ago. You'll probably see it back when I was an Allstate agent. You'll see a tree growing out of a pair of hands. So the Allstate logo, of course, Good Hands logo, so we kind of played off a little bit.
That's right. That's right. That's right. When you stop your camera, that's what I see. I see that logo on like a book cover, I believe.
Right.
Yep. So yeah. So that's exactly it. So how much did he charge you for that logo?
Greg, it's been a while, but I want to say it was about $200.
Okay.
So it wasn't too bad, and it was in a format that I did for print or for online or whatever I needed.
Good. All right. Well, hey, what I want to share with you guys today is the process and the software that I use to create logos. It is a software called The Logo Creator, and when I purchased it, it was around $37. It may be $47 now, but I'm pretty sure it's under $50. Let's go take a look exactly where that is.
And it helps if you have the right lower third.
Did I send you the wrong one?
No, I put the wrong one at first.
Oh, okay.
I was possessed by a technology gremlin.
All right. Mike, do me a favor, check to make sure you are in that we are getting desktop. So that
I'm having a problem getting to it myself right now, but I'm getting there.
Staring at someone like we've done before. All right, so I'm going to logocreator.com, just check the price, and then I'll show you exactly how it works and why I'm so excited about it and why you should consider using it to create logos for your projects. One thing is the price. They make it both for Mac and PC. And the other thing is they have all these different logos kind of built into it, so that you're not starting from scratch. Because a lot of us who aren't designers, aren't true designers, we kind of need some help. And once we get that help, it's real easy. So it looks like they're changing their site around, but just give this a little second to load. All right, so they have these templates here. I'm just going to click on this one here because they have all these different things to add to it. But the main one is the Logo Creator. And it not only creates logos, but it creates branding for your social media. It can create Facebook timeline covers, Facebook posts. It can create your YouTube channel art. It's all based in there. Yeah, here's the actual software. It's the Logo Creator. They're up to version 7, and it's $47, right? So for under $50, you can have a piece of software that you can use to design all sorts of things for the things you need for your business. And what I found is that it's so easy to use. I can take someone who doesn't really have any kind of design skills, show them how to use this, and they can start creating the imagery and things that you want. So when you come here, you can go check it out, and there's a 9-minute video, and you can watch that. But what I'm going to do is I'll take a few minutes and show you how I use it and some of the tricks that I've found. Again, they make it for both the Mac and the PC. And if you have both computers, once you purchase it, you get access to download both. So I would go ahead and do that, because you never know when you're going to get a PC or be able to have a separate version for your staff or VA to be able to have them use it as well. So I'm going to open it up right here. All right, so when it first opens up, it opens up to a welcome page, and they're usually always adding some different things to it. And what I found is I haven't really had it to add too much for me to be able to get lots of uses out of this. So basically, here are some of the things they're offering. They're offering like an e-cover creator, flat graphics, social media template pack. They do have some really cool additional features that I'll show you in just a little bit later. But how it ultimately works is right over here, you get to select your template set. And when it first comes up, it'll just have logo templates, right? And these are all the basic logo templates you can choose to start with. And so typically, as I look through here, and you guys let me know if you see one that you like, and we'll play with that one. There's usually 1 or 2 or even 3 that will capture your eye. And from there, you can just take this as a starter template and modify it to your heart's content. You can use this for anything. You can use this to create business cards. Paul, you saw one?
Yeah. Wow. I'm the superhero guy out there a little further at the beginning. I didn't have my mic off.
Pass them up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Paul likes the superhero guy. Ah, yes, I used this before. So we'll click on this one. And yeah, so this is basically a template you can start with, and like everything in here you can modify. So if you click on different elements, this is this text right here. This is this section of text right here. This is this border, right? So let me move it out your way here. You see this is that background border. You can modify and move that text down here. You actually have to click on the actual text, because if you click on the gray, it'll just highlight the background. And then you can click on this guy right here. And what you may not realize is that this BG is actually text. He doesn't really have anything on his chest. So you can put whatever your initials are, or no initials, or even some other element. So it starts off with this template, and then also the canvas is basically the size. So you see right here, this is 590 by 466. And you can stretch this out. Like, let's say you wanted to make a cover for something else and you need it to be longer, you can stretch it out and do whatever you need to do. You can also shrink it down. Let's say you needed something small, you can shrink it down and then shrink all the elements down to fit this 497 by 268. All right. So this is basically where you start. And I haven't really done anything but just show you the canvas and the different elements. So now let me show you what you can do with text. All right, so I'm going to click on this buyer guy here, and here you can format it. You can change the color. You can add a shadow, which it looks like it may already have. You can add a blur or an outline. You can edit it, and the last is format the canvas. The canvas is the gray part back here, which you typically don't do, because a lot of times when you create a logo or something you're going to want to put an image on, you want that to be transparent, meaning that it's clear on the background. So when you put it over something else, it looks really good. All right, so let's see what we can do with format, because that's kind of where a lot of the features are for the text, okay? So one of the things that I look at a lot of times is actually scale. So watch this. You can scale this text. See how big you can You can make it big, or you can make it really small. So this helps you to be able to format it. And then it looks too bunchy, and the thing under it is the character spacing. So you can kind of stretch it out exactly how you want it, okay? And then the line spacing would be if you're dealing with more than one line, which we're not, and that's how much space in between. Here, I'll click on this text. How much space in between the lines. So unlike a word editor where you're kind of limited to how it aligns, you have a lot more flexibility to make your text fit within the graphic that you want to, because you can adjust the size so easily. The other thing, it comes with all these fonts, right? So it comes with all these see here embedded fonts. So it comes with all these fonts embedded with it, right? And these are a lot of fonts that you may not have on your computer. They're kind of funky, so you can kind of get some different ideas here for all how you want your text and everything. I saw one called Galactic that looked pretty interesting. Here goes a handwritten one. That buyer guy handwritten. It's called Hand Sean. You got this one here. So anyway, you can change all these different fonts is to your heart's content. So that's for formatting. So then we can, down here, we can just return to the main menu. And then we can deal with the colors, right? So basically you can change this to any color you want by using these things down here. And you also have your hex code where you can enter the actual code. If you know the actual code for the actual color you want, you can put it right there. Turn to the menu, so that's your colors. Let me just turn it back white for a second. All right, so then you have the shadow, blur, and outline. So let's start with the outline because it's kind of most obvious. So right here, if I wanted to give the buyer guy an outline, I could simply just turn it on. And if you see here, if you just look at the buyer guy, you see how I turn it on, it gives it an outline. You can give it a colors, you know, to make it really stand out, black. If it's a dark logo, you can give it a white outline and any color in between that you want. And then you can also choose how thick the outline is, which
that's cool.
Make it kind of weird.
Like
right?
comic booky.
Yeah, yeah. So again, some of these you may think are, you know, like you said, comic booky, and they may not be real corporate. Trust me, the corporate stuff is in here too. That's why you get all those different fonts. Anything that you can almost think of, you can do. So I just wanted to show you this real here right quick. So I'm going to go to outline and turn it off, just so you know what that is. Jump back here, turn on the shadow, which the shadow is already on. Like I said, you know, I'm used to looking at these things, so I can tell there's a real light shadow, but we can turn it off. And now you can see that's just text, no shadow. See how the shadow gives it some dimension? And you can change the angle of the shadow. I don't know if you guys can see that on the video, but it's there. So those are all the, you know, basic things that you can do with the text, and then you can edit it too. So if you click here and you wanted a space or an exclamation point, you just add your text there and then implement, and then it implements it onto the logo.
Cool stuff.
So that's pretty much everything you can do with the text. The other thing is, from all these embedded fonts, it also uses your system font. So if you have certain fonts on your computer, it will allow you to choose from your system fonts. Now, back in the day, I had a real good friend who was a true graphic designer, and I asked him for all the fonts he used, and I didn't realize how many it was, but I got so many fonts, it's ridiculous. I got to be scrolling down for days and days and days. So I have quite a lot of fonts. You may not have that many, but that's why they give you the ones with the system, which between the ones they give you and the ones on your system, you should be able to have more than enough to create any type of font you want, look you want, color you want with this graphic designer. All right, so that's kind of what you can do with the text. And then here's some other things you can do with different elements. So I'm going to move the guy over, move this BG over here for him. You can kind of do the same thing here. You can kind of, let's say you didn't want this to be this color, you could change the image color, the opacity, and you can make it all the way see-through if you wanted. You can hit colorize and then mess with this to actually change the hue and the color of it. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it don't, depending on what the original color of the graphic was. But that's what you can kind of do with the graphics there. You can also give the image a shadow and format image. Oh, so this here, if you need to change the size of the image or the angle, right? Rotate it upside down all the way around.
Oh, that's cool.
Right. When you go on an angle, you can make it taller or shorter. All this stuff, right? Just all this really cool things for the images. And you can just make it scale as just the size of it, okay? So any type of image you have, you can do that, and any type of image you bring in, you can do that as well. So those are the things that you can do with text and images. And so now here are some of the other cool things that you can do. It has this, and I don't know what to call it, but it's like just a pull down where you can add these different elements, right? So they have alphabet, they have arrows and stars, backgrounds and textures, banners. Now the characters was an add-on that I added. I'll click on it here, and you can choose if you want to add these different characters. This was the add-on that I purchased. I wanted to be able to add people to my logos. I had a reason to do that. I use people in my graphics a lot, and typically you just drag them over, but for whatever reason it's not working at the moment. It's probably because I'm streaming. But you just drag it over and you can resize it, turn it just like I did this basic square. So that's the one thing I added, but all these others come with it. The creative pack, there's all these different elements in the creative pack. Here goes the guy you're looking at right here. Hey, Paul, here's a girl. I'm probably gonna have to reinstall this because, you know, I just got my new hard drive. So, yeah. But anytime you click on these, you can just drag them down here, and then they work just like they're in here. So you have all these different elements, and again, they have the templates to get you started. Here goes money, light bulbs. Creative pack is really cool. You can kind of figure out a whole lot of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this one and show you some of the things that I was able to create quickly and easily. I want to close the template. Oh, before I do that, the other thing you can do is you can import. So if you have a picture of yourself or of anything that is a PNG or a JPEG, you can import it. If you're in the Flash and you have SWF files, you know I'm from the 90s when I said SWV, right? So SWF files, you can bring it here, but a lot of times you're just going to bring in images. So you can import your own images as well and then modify them just as you would any other element. So that's really cool. And then you can export as a transparent PNG, a PNG, a JPEG. Those are the top ones that I do. And then if you have basically a template, you can save this as a template and then have it you can save to My Templates and work on it anytime you want. So if you have a certain design that you want to create and you're going to, modify it over and over again for different things, let's say a certain type of, Facebook post image, maybe it's a certain background with your logo, and then you add your quote on there, different quotes. You can just use that image all the time. So
it's nice and easy.
It is. I've used some things. One of the things I really like about this is how you can move things around without text boxes or outlines around things that are having to overlay and lap each other and so forth.
Yep. And under options, you can bring things forward. So like if you click on this, but you want it needs to be in front of something, you can say bring forward, and now it's in front of the text. So you can get it exactly, exactly how you want. So you have all these different elements, glossy high-tech objects, people pack. So I have these different people pack. This was also an additional one that I bought, was a people pack. The people pack is really cool because you have silhouettes as an option. And then you just have also, slowing up on me, you just have people that you can add all sorts of different people. The reason why I like people, just FYI, is because the human eye is attracted to the human form more than anything else. That's why in car magazines and motorcycle magazines, they put a beautiful woman there, because the human eye is attracted to the human form more than anything else. So they want you to be attracted to the car. So they put the thing that most people, the human eye is naturally attracted to. And so it can be any part. So it could be a hand, the eyes, just some sort of human element. And so when it comes to your marketing, don't be afraid to put human people inside your marketing messages, whether they're just sitting there or looking at, or even not looking at your content, but get some sort of form of human person inside your marketing. So that's why the reason why I added the people pack, because I know that I've studied it, and it's really important. If you need every little thing to get people to notice you. So write that down, the human element. So a lot of times when I'm dealing with a client, I start to put stock photos of people in certain graphics. They ask me, hey, why'd you put that person in there? And it's like, I have to explain to them, hey, we're attracted to the human form more than anything else. And so always try to add a person when you can. It doesn't always make sense, but when you can, when it makes sense, try to add a human element, even if it's just somebody's hand touching something. All right. So they have shadows, shapes, social media icons. All this is built into their sports elements. It's all there. So I'm going to close this template, and I'm going to say don't save. And then here they give you all of these different templates to start off with, all these different fonts. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some that where I started off with. I'm just going to push this up real fast. This may jump the screen. Right, there we go. I'll show you some I started off with and how I use those the logos to create real logos. All right, so this one right here, this one, it says company. Well, that's cool. I don't know how I made that big, but right here is one that I use. I'll show you that one in a second. I use this one right here, this Dev Jack Cody with the flames. I use that one for my WordPress course.
Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah.
I've also used this one that says the People Festival. The way it says the People looks like People Magazine to me. I use it. I may not have it in my collection, but I know I used that one before.
Yeah, that's cool.
I used this Small Business Corporation in purple before. Like, I didn't use the purple, but I used this font and that look.
It's all a very good start, no matter what.
Yep, I used this Crunch Time before.
That one's nice. I like that.
And I use this one. This one may look familiar to you. This Wishka with the key.
Yeah.
So these are the starting points, and I'm going to show you kind of what I did. So these logo templates, this is what it starts with, and it allows you to create different sets, right? So I have sets where I have my logos, and then I also have sets for clients, and I can show you there. So here goes actual, different things that I've created with this. So this was a Facebook post. Here, I'll click on it so you can see it. This was actually a Facebook post. No, I'm sorry. It was a blog post I used to create for my blog. So I basically used this image. This was just stock photos. So I imported this in from stock photos, and then I created, this for easy blog post. It took me, I only had to add 5, just the title of my blog post, which I already had, just make it look pretty, and I was done. Less than 15 minutes, and I was done. So you can use that for that. I use this in a presentation for my websites, and I just snapshotted different websites that I've done, brought this in, and put a background in it, and then I took this image and put it on a slide. So I use it in a PowerPoint slide. This is also a blog post. This was my personal Facebook page, me and my wife, right? And then you know how you had the photo over here, so I left that area over there when the photos used to be over here. Facebook's always changing things, so that was my Facebook cover. So I created Facebook cover right in here.
That's cool.
Grabbed the background right from one of their silhouette things, threw that in the background, and I had photos of us cropped out. And remind me to show you how to crop out photos. You can just Google it, and there's some pretty cool software for free that you can use to crop you out. That's really good.
I was gonna say, did you use some kind of green screen on that one too?
Nope. I use this as a Facebook ad. This was just a photo of me and some text and a black banner. Me at my desk. Boom. So here's some of the logos that I've created. This was the Facebook workshop logo, right? And when I put this on a dark, a dark background, since the white text stands out really good. And then I had to actually come in here and create a dark one. So I just clicked this, I went to color, and I made it dark, right? So, and I made this one dark as well. Watch how fast this is, boom. And then I just go file and export to transparent PNG. And now I can put this one on a lighter background and the white doesn't stand out. So you have a dark one and a white one so that you can use it on any, but it only takes, quick change right there. Here goes something I made for a client, right? Follow-up marketing. They had different logos that they wanted. They kind of like this one. So just wanted to give you an idea. Here goes that one I was telling you guys with the key that I used for my actual course, Maximum Profits WordPress course. Grabbed this off the internet, threw it in there. Money's one of the elements they have on there. So it's real easy to, and once you have, this said Whooshka. Remember when we first looked at it, it said Whooshka. So again, when you save this as a transparent, put this right on your website or whatever, boom, now you have the logo. Right. Here was another one that I said I used. And here goes the logos I created for Technology Tuesday, right? So real simple and easy, transparent background. Sometimes you just need the actual name of the business. Sometimes just the name.com and how you write it is your logo. Works real. You don't have to worry about adding some sort of icon. Sometimes you can just create your name. So this is what I use, and it works so well for so many different things. And because this canvas can be stretched out to however big, you can create almost anything you need. So, again, Facebook posts, Facebook timeline covers, group covers, your Twitter profile header, if you're a paid LinkedIn user, you can try, they'll tell you, hey, the size of the header needs to be this. You just format the canvas and then put whatever you want in there, save it, and then you can use it over and over again. You can use it for clients too. You have a template, you can save it. So again, guys, for less than $50 and without having to have real good design skills with the templates they give you, this is an awesome piece of software that can really help you. So that was just my stuff. I can look for some client stuff. This is some very simple logos I did for some clients. This is actually the People Pack. The People Pack came with not only the people in it, but it came with, again, lots of samples for you to create and get ideas from. So again, this was an add-on. They have sales every now and then, so I think it cost me $19 to add this on. Again, you can do this at any time, but I thought it was really easy to use the People Pack to add the different elements and stuff. And when you work with these, you'll start to develop a simple kind of idea for how you want your designs and stuff. This is really cool. I got you. Actually, it looks like she's the side of the bulb. That's interesting. Might have to use that somewhere. All right. So, you guys got any questions or anything you want to see while I'm in here?
Greg, you know, it's occurring to me, you were showing some of the things that a lot of people might think, well, why do I want to go buy a piece of software when once I create one for my business or whatever, I'm done. I think what people don't realize is how much you might use something like this. Let's say you're involved in a nonprofit like a pet rescue. You can create something for the rest. You're creating something for, I don't know, a poster or something. You create a logo for your poster. There's just so many ways to do things. It's not a one-time.
Yep. I agree. You know, again, you know, the other thing is now that you have the ability to create a logo, because a lot of times when you know, if it's not something that's on your mind, like if you're going to create, for example, this Hangout, right? We can create a, branding for the Hangout. You can create an ebook, a download, then that ebook can have its own, title of the ebook as a logo. And when you start with a logo, it makes the designers, even if you have a designer, it makes the rest of the job easier because they can say, all right, that's the logo. Now I know what kind of colors to bounce off of. I get an idea of, the feel that you want based on the logo. And because they give you all those templates, it just makes it easy and everything. You just move stuff around, and you can easily create these logos for all of your different things. You can, you actually start to realize you do need more design elements as you start to create different stuff. So it's definitely a piece of software that I like, to be able to create these things. In addition to some of the free things that are out there, there are some really nice things like Canva that allow you to create really cool stuff ongoing. But this has been my go-to for a number of years, obviously for reasons why. You see why I create stuff for myself and for my clients. And, for a one-time $47, you can't go wrong compared to paying, Photoshop is a monthly fee, I think, of $47. So it works out really, really well. I use it a lot, and I highly recommend it. So if you, if you have the need, that's why I'm sharing it with you. It's just one of the tools that makes things easier for me. I can come in and bang out a logo real quick. And a lot of times I'll create a logo, or I'll see something I like, or I'll create a logo for a client and they don't like it. And then I come back and then I'm like, hey, what? I can use that. I can just change the name and it's already designed, and boom. And it's even faster than I even thought. So definitely use it a lot in this world of everything's kind of designed, everything's pretty. You kind of need this type of software and this type of solution.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
This is nice.
Yep. All right, so let me share with you right quick. Some of the other things
This is a
that
monthly membership, right?
I'm sorry, say that again.
This is a monthly membership, right?
No, sir.
Or
It is
yearly.
now. They do have a. Now, let me get this wrong. They came out with this membership later, but the price of the software to own it is a one-time $47. And because they're always adding different, packets and things you can add to it, they offer a membership where they're going to give you different templates on a consistent basis. And then if you want any of their additional packs, they give their members a discount. So let's make this clear. You can buy this one time for $47, and like I have, I've only added the people pack and a character pack, and I've had it for several years. I haven't really had the need to add anything else. But they offer that to you. They offer, if you want more templates and stuff, this has more than enough templates for me. But if you want it, they're there. And if you want to take advantage of the membership, you can. But the software alone, with everything I've shown you, minus the people pack and the character pack, you get everything that's there. You get the fonts. You can bring in your, import your own image. So if you already have a logo, you can import that in there and do some really cool stuff with it. You can import your own photos. You've seen the stuff. I just kind of showed you all the different things that I used it for. So.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's a great deal.
Oh yeah.
think I might need this.
So yeah, so they've added all these different, like here they're offering a bundle, right? So they have ones for just the, just the logos, right? The initial software is called the Logo Creator. I think they're changing the name to the Creator. Okay, so yeah, so they changed the name to now to the Creator and create all sorts of stuff. But the name used to be just the Logo Creator, and so they have the Logo Pack, which is kind of just more square icons type that you can use. They have the Business Card Creator. They have the the Character Creator. So if you wanted to create characters, they have stuff like that. And of course they have the People Pack. Then you can get all of them for a one-time fee as well. So, and then I think if you're a member, you can get that as a discount if you're paying their monthly fee. So check it out. Check this out and see if it's something that you guys can really use. There were two things I wanted to show you guys. Crop out photo, crop out background is kind of what I think I wanted to see. Yep, so if you Google crop out background, there's like a few of these services that I've seen. And I think this one, Clipping Magic, seems to be the best one. It shows up first in my search, but you basically just upload an image and it can take it out. And I believe this one, yeah, this one is this one has a fee, right? So you can have, you can buy for $3 a month. You can buy 15 credits if you need to use it that much. When you're just getting started, you may not need a service like that. But there's a handful of them that are free, like this one here, Burner.Bonanza. Yep. So here's the free one. You just drop in a photo, and it works pretty good. You can select the areas. So I haven't had any problem with this unless you have something that's real tricky, right? So when I say tricky, meaning like you have hair and you have to get between the strands, that can be a challenge when you have to, get in between the strands. And then these free ones don't work as well. But if you have something like this, where there's nothing that has to get real in between, real fine spaces, it'll crop it out real good. You see how this was just a picture of a purse on a seat, and crops it out real good. So a lot of these have simple instructions. They kind of tell you, hey, click on the area you want to keep, click on the area you don't want to keep, and hit the button, and it'll just crop it out for you. So again, as long as you don't have anything tricky, then you should be good. Now, if you do have something tricky, I'm going to let you know who I used. Fiverr. For you guys who don't know, Fiverr is a place where you can go get simple services starting at $5.
$5.
$5, yes. I would be careful in here because a lot of times it doesn't work out to how you want, and usually you've spent $15 or $20 before you realize it's not exactly what you want. But there are some really cool services in here, some really good people if you're willing to take your time and try them out. Like try one small project for $5 before you go to any more bigger projects. But for cropping things out, there's this one guy on Fiverr, and I'll give you his username. You can look him up, and he worked really well for me. Username is JB Inspiration, right? So he'll crop an image out for $5, and oh wow, he has me in there. So this is one. There I am in Fiverr. Look at that, guys. So yeah, so he had cropped me out, and now I'm in his system to show the work that he's done. So basically, I spent $5, and he had a real good job. I don't have any hair, so I don't have that. It's not complicated. But I also used him for other complicated ones after this, and it worked out well. So JB Inspiration. If you have a real complicated something that when you try those free services, it's not working out, you're not able to have that real crisp cutout that you want, be willing to spend $5 and try it out. So those are my recommendations. I think, was there anything else? We got the Logo Creator. We got to show you how to crop you guys out for $5. I think we're good, man.
Yeah,
all right.
That's pretty good.
42 minutes. Look at there. Yep. So we're good. You guys got any questions? Anything you want me to cover for today?
No, No, that was perfect. That logo creator's nice. I mean, it's real simple.
I can think of some other play things that I can do with it.
How about stuff like this? The lower third.
The lower third. the lower third. So yes, you've got my camera's got to focus. There we go. So yeah, so we're, Paul, let me pull you up, show yours. There you go. You want to point to it again? I didn't have you up.
Oh.
The lower third, the branding. So you can actually create stuff like that inside of the logo creator. Basically, if you really look at it, it's just text and a shape with a background color, right? So you can definitely do that. However, I'm going to have a branding workshop, right? This is one of the workshops coming up that we're going to be doing. And it looks like you're grabbing it, right?
Hold it in place. Put that back there. There we go.
We're actually going to be having a branding workshop where we're going to show you how to consistently brand, how to use, the logo creator and other really cool tools, free tools that you can use. And I'll share one of them with you right now. That you can really take your brand to another level. And so you see here that we've added some lower thirds and some simple graphics like that, all for free, and all that you can create without any expensive graphic software. So the branding workshop is coming up soon. Probably going to have it early December, depending on what me and Paul decide to do with the copywriting workshop. So keep your eyes and ears tuned in for that. You will definitely hear about it as we come out with it. But I want to also show you a few things over the next few weeks so that I can say, hey, this is what it is. This is what it looks like. This is how we've been using it. And this is how it has helped us increase our exposure and look more professional. All right. So one of the other things that I want to share with you right quick was a free resources to find stock photos, right? So share my desktop and then we'll call it a day, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Mike, let me know if there's any questions. And for those guys who don't know, if you have any questions and you're watching it on the playback, you can always ask the questions under the video. There is a Facebook chat session that we monitor. And so definitely ask your question and we'll get back to you. And for those of you guys who are part of our team, if you have any questions or you try it out or anything, you can reach us in our Facebook group. There's also a link to get to the Facebook group under the video. So you can head over there and ask and interact with us throughout the week. So I look forward to your questions and some of the cool things you create with the logo creator. So this particular site is called Pixels, but it's with all E's, right? Pixels with an XS. Nope.
Misspelling there.
Yeah.
P-E-X-E-L.
Can't type. Hold on. Let's try it again. Yeah, X is in the middle, guys. Pixels.
There you
Pixels, like, there we go. So it's like Pixels except with all E's instead of the I. And there you can go get free stock for some really, really good, high quality, high resolution stuff. You just type what you're kind of looking for. If you guys give me an example, I'll look for something, see if we can find it. And anything you get here, you can also import into Logo Creator and add whatever you want on top of it.
Oh. Let's see.
Something simple. Don't give me something too crazy.
Airplane.
All right, so you type airplane.
See, we know you fly, Paul, and I was getting ready to say golden retriever dog.
So check this out, right? So this is, I like this image right here.
That's cool.
This image is cool too, right? You can have some text over here that you could add with the logo creator. Look at this, that's interesting, right? Something you could do something like this, right? This just show you this. You could probably, crop this and make this a Facebook cover, timeline cover if you want. And so the free download, you can have the humongous size of 4,000 plus pixels by 2,800 pixels, all for free. You just click this and download it and it's yours. And you can look at the license, right? And They literally tell you can kind of do anything you want. It's kind of comical if you read the license. They tell you to do whatever you want. So you can check that out. So it's really a good site. Now, unlike some of the other bigger stock photo sites, like when you look up something, they may not have, you know, hundreds and hundreds of images, but they'll have enough for you to be able to use, you know, find good quality images for anything. So you can use this for background images, all sorts of stuff. So again, if you want to create, you know, branding around, you know, clouds and skies or roads or corporate buildings or anything like that, you can do it. And this is one site that I highly recommend. So this is just one of the resources that we're going to be revealing on the branding workshop, but you have it now, so you can go get all the free images you need. So between the logo creator and I don't even know how to pronounce it, Pexels. Again, Pixels with all ease, right? Pixels, you should be able to create some really cool looking graphics for anything that you need. So I hope you guys have a great week. And if you enjoyed this, if you found this valuable, please share it with someone. Please let us know in the comments. We value all your feedback. And tune in again next week, as we will have Technology Tuesday again, and we'll be sharing more powerful resources and tools that you need. Again, if you have any questions about anything related to growing your business, whether it's about your phones, whether it's about backing up your computers, go ahead and let us know. This will kind of give us some ideas of what you want to learn about, and we can schedule those trainings into our schedule. So if there's something you want to know, we are more than happy to help you and give you the resources that we use for our business. So until next time, you guys have a great day. Paul, Mike, thanks for hanging out again. Thanks for the questions. Do you guys have any last minute comments, concerns, questions?
No, I'm good.
I'm good on my end, and I want to thank you for sharing so much good stuff today.
Mike, thank you very much. And to all you guys out there, talk to you next week. Take care.
Take care, guys.
I'm still holding my logo.